So I went to the high school and vocational school in the Netherlands. I studied tourism afterwards and also business management. My favorite subject, probably history and social science. So the care farm is basically a therapeutic farm. So we care for people socially. So we do nature activities, farming activities with people. And the farming activities that we do is snail farming. So we breed and fatten snails for the market. A typical day caring for the snails would be to go into the tunnel, check for dead snails or diseased snails, take them out, then feed the snails, wash them, well, first wash them and then feed them. And yeah, that's basically most of what we do. So we feed them a mixture of chicken food, layer mash that we grind up into a powder, and we add calcium. And for the fattening, we also add hemp chips. That makes them fatter quicker. But we don't give that to the breeders because they stop breeding. Yeah, so technology definitely a lot. We've started farming just in the open fields. Then that didn't work properly because of pests and the weather here in Australia. So we built a tunnel to grow the snails in, and that went a lot better, but we still had problems. So we're currently in the process of so on Saturday, which is quite exciting, we get a indoor snail farm that is completely automated. But it's just basically a converted shipping container that has the air conditioning and so basically climate controlled and irrigation and everything is automated. So it can be basically controlled through an app. And that way makes it a bit easier to check on the snails. Oh, everything really, because it wasn't a chosen path to start off with. It was it almost started a bit as a joke, and it just grows on you, which I didn't expect. Just something that gives a lot back. It's very rewarding, very interesting because every day is different. So there's a lot of learning, but there's also a big tourism aspect. So people want to come and visit a snail farm. There's the therapeutic side of it. So you've got it's hands-on, but it's quite calming at the same time. That's a difficult one because there's no real school for what we do, unfortunately. So I had to mix and match. I'm still studying at the moment. So it's been a long journey, but there's a combination. So definitely business skills, snail farming skills. So you need to know any type of farm that you want to do. You've got the basic knowledge of whatever you want to farm. There's obviously the care skills. So I've done disability care, I've done aged care, and I'm doing dementia care at the moment. So there's a lot of that, but I find the most important one is definitely business, bit of business knowledge, and having that background of understanding budgeting, understanding the market, as well as how to get into that market. So a bit of marketing and communication skills. A big challenge, obviously, is that there is no decent training for care farmers or for snail farmers. So combining those two, it becomes really hard. It's basically learning on the job. There is a little bit of change coming where there is a few new training opportunities for therapeutic horticulture, which is very similar to care farming. So that is hopefully in the future will be an option. Snail farming, it's almost you almost have to travel overseas to learn a lot more about it. But then the climate conditions are very different in Australia, even from state to state. So we've learned a little bit from interstate snail farmers, but again, the feed that snails are given in other states, our snails didn't like. So it's very much a trial and error situation, which makes it harder for young snail farmers to get into the market. There's definitely a big market for it. It's just, it takes a bit of time and it takes a lot of work. Boots. But yeah, it definitely needs to be a safety boot, because there's all sorts of stuff that can happen on a farm.